Welcome, my name is JJ and I'm with Smiles by the Miles, and today we're going to do a how I did it video installing the Micro Air EasyTouch RV Wi-Fi thermostat. This is going to replace our single zone ColemanMach AirXcel thermostat, and let's get started. I did previously install this, so you will see that some things are not wrapped like they would have been coming, just out of the packaging, but that doesn't really affect the install. So you'll see here the thermostat itself, and you look at the back, which is the important part that we want to look at here. You've got all these connectors. Now these connectors are for installation into different types of systems. In our case, with the Alliance Valor in particular, the AirXcels are wired directly. They don't have any of these connectors, so we need to remove these connectors. So in the instructions, they take you through a couple different things. None of them take you through how to remove these connectors. It's actually quite easy, so do not be frustrated by it or surprised by it. But as you can see here, there's little depressions there that will release all of these wires. So find yourself a small pointy tool, something that's you feel safe with, and we need to remove these. I'm using one of those probes that is used for electrical testing, and all you do here, as you can see right here, there's a little crosshatch there. You just press that down, pull the wire out, and you do that all the way across. You pull out each one of these wires, and you can just set those connectors aside, and you won't be using those, and we'll be inserting the wires from the thermostat directly into the new thermostat. So let me remove those and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. There are no wires connected. In the box there is the mounting material. Some of it, like I said, is missing because I have it mounted already, so we're just doing the video here. These things are kind of handy. What they are a couple screws you can put in the old mounting holes. You screw it through the bottom piece here, and then you close the cap and it hides the screw hole with a nice little plug. It's useful if you have to hide holes. In our case, we didn't have to hide any of the holes. It does come with anchors and screws. Again, I used what I needed to already, and I will show you that later in this video. Alright, let's move over to the existing thermostat and let's work on removing that. Alright, here is one of our single zone AirXcel thermostats that came wired in our Alliance Valor. It goes to our 13.5 air conditioner on the roof. As you can see, it is currently running right now. We recommend disconnecting or pulling the fuse for your air conditioner, for the thermostat at least, to make sure you are working with 12 volts on the back of this. In general, to remove this, it's pop it up, slide it, and pull it away, and you'll have your wires exposed. Here's our currently installed AirXcel thermostat for our 13.5 ColemanMach air conditioner for our living space. I already have it removed from the wall here, and I can pull plenty of wire out carefully. About there I feel tension, so I stop, and you will see here on the rear we've got those D10s to press to remove those wires. The process here is the same as it was when I removed the wires from the new thermostat to remove those connectors. So I won't bore you with that. I'll remove these wires and we'll get started with the new thermostat. Alright, here we are with the wires removed from the existing thermostat. Again, highly recommend you remove the fuse for your thermostats. The red is 12 volt here, so you want to make sure that if you do leave it live for whatever reason, in our case ours is live because the other two air conditioners need to continue to run here at 80 degrees in the Florida sun. So this is live, so I do have to be careful not to cross any wires here. And from here we'll begin inserting the wires into the new thermostat. Alright, here we are. I've got the first two wires installed. Again, it was the press the wire in, press in the detent, and then give a little tug on the wire to make sure it's fully installed. Sometimes it feels like it goes in and it doesn't, so you want to make sure that you give it a little bit of tug, and you should see that the detent stays recessed. You can see the first two there are recessed, the rest of them are up above. So you do that down the line, following the color guide and making sure they're in the right order and in the right spaces. and finish the install that way. So I will install the rest of these wires and we'll come right back. Alright, here we are fully installed following the picture. We went in the order red, blue, brown, green, yellow, space, white. And you will see that our thermostat is working. Now again, I had pre-installed this, so it was had some settings already pre-installed here, but we need to reconnect this and get it reprogrammed. Alright, mounting this on the wall is as simple as using the 2 screws that came provided. There's a paper template that comes with the instructions. Find your center mark, which for me was here. And then center up the piece of paper, insert the 2 screws. I did not use anchors on these. And there's a plastic piece that goes in between here. You need to leave the plastic piece on there, put the screws in, and snip them off, because you can see here there's a shoulder, and that shoulder is what hooks onto the back of the thermostat. Here we are with the wires connected and tucked into the wall. The plastic piece, like I mentioned before, is removed. Now these are the holes here that's from the old thermostats, and a mistake I made, that you could use those plugs to cover, but in our case the thermostat covers all of those holes. So you want to make sure you're pretty careful with this. You don't want to be breaking any of your wires. Get this lined up on the holes, snap it in place, snap it down. And then from here, it's configuration. So as you can see here, it's showing that it's 77 degrees. There is an offset that is adjustable on here. So if you know the temperature is incorrect, you can correct that. In our case here, we're going to change this to auto furnace. That way we can set a high and a low. And we can make the adjustments here. We want the cool set point, the heat set point for overnight, and then for the fan we do full auto. And that's probably the easiest configuration that you have to do there. As you can see, you can confirm your Wi-Fi settings that you set up via the app, which we will look at next. In the meantime, you can use your Bluetooth connection to configure your system and monitor your temperature. From here, there are many options and settings to choose from depending upon your setup. If you're not sure what to set, go ahead and give Micro Air a call. They'd be happy to help. In most cases, you just need to tell the system if you have air conditioning, a gas furnace, and/or a heat pump. Now, the main feature of the Wi-Fi thermostat is to be able to control this from anywhere. To do that, you need to install the EasyTouch RV app. Of course, you can get that from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Once it is downloaded and installed, you can go ahead and launch it by tapping the icon from your app list. Click the gear in the upper right hand corner and then tap Add Device. Now, you have to have Bluetooth on in order for this to work, but it will detect your device. It'll list it at the bottom. You tap on that, it'll confirm your device, and it'll take you to the next step. So the next step for us is going to be configuring the Wi-Fi. So a default screen will come up. You'll see the Bluetooth icon in the upper corner kind of flash on and off as this communicates. And what you do is you tap the gear icon again, you do Edit Wi-Fi Settings, and then you got to give it, sometimes it takes a good minute or so, and you'll see, select there, you'll see the list of the Wi-Fi options, pick yours, add in your password, and then tap on Send. Now, sending sometimes can take 30 seconds to a minute. You'll see your Wi-Fi thermostat reboot. It'll go blank, it'll come back up, and in the upper left corner, you'll see the Wi-Fi icon change colors. Once it turns green, you are fully connected. And from there, you can do some other configurations from the app and or the thermostat itself. And we'll go through those next. Once your device is fully connected and you've given it a name, you can return to the app, click on the device name, and you will see it load, and it'll pull up your current configuration. Most of this can also be done from the thermostat itself. In fact, I highly recommend doing it from the thermostats. Sometimes the app doesn't quite talk as quickly, and you can hear your system turning on and off. So again, here you can go in, you can change your cool setting, you can change your heat setting, you can change your battery or your fan settings. We leave ours at full auto, so it turns on and off as the heat or air turns on or off, of course. And then, of course, you've got the power button. You can turn the system on and off with that. The other nice thing that is configured on the thermostat itself is you'll see here the outside temperature. So telling you what the outside temperature is on the thermostat. If you tap that outside temperature, it gives you a full weather report of temperature, relative humidity, and a few other things. Very handy if you want a quick snapshot of what's going on outside your camper. Well, that's it for my How I Did It install of the EasyTouch RV Smart Wi-Fi Thermostat. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. As always, please give us a like and subscribe and even share this video to help others. And as always, be looking for those smiles by the miles.